Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Children of Zodiarcs walkthrough sponsored by RageWorks.net. In Story Mission 3, the duo has become a trio as Nami refuses to leave Bryce to fend for herself. As they enter the Inbetweens, trouble is right on their heels. And as you see here, we now have the ability to equip new dice, which was unlocked in Story Mission 2 at the end. Right now, we can't do anything with it, but this is the dice screen. You'll see that each of my characters has 6 dice slots, but we only have 2 of them unlocked each. So there are dice that we can switch out, but there are no new dice that we can equip just yet. And I ran through each character because I wanted to see if there were any better dice among the spares that we had. Right now, there aren't. And you'll see that those red marks on the dice, those do the opposite of what the white marks do. They take away either life, shard power, or stars, or cards. Hester has a lot of pain in his past. Nami has pain which she has pretty much turned to hatred in her past. And Bryce is just untrustworthy of adults and very, very fearful of her own safety. Understandable. Let's get this third mission started. The 3 are now in the in-betweens, which literally it's in between the walls of the cities. It's kind of a combination of a sewer, back alley type place, and it's not anywhere that you really want to be. For the most part, the guards do not go into the in-betweens because of superstition and because there are good reasons to stay out. But having chased Nami and crew down here, they kind of made an exception. These guys think it's going to be easy to take them out. Mind you, if that were the case, Nami wouldn't have been alive for so long. Hester with the best line ever. These are the different types of cards. This is showing like what they're capable of. But the cards, they get upgraded as your levels go up. So right now, they still don't do too much other than just attack or heal or sometimes curse with Bryce's cards now. See, this is a sort of fair fight. It's 3-on-3. But this mission is longer than just taking out these three. I went for the stars so that this guy here would be locked down. You see, that was what I was talking about in the last video. The chains around the character mean that for their next turn, they won't be able to move from one tile to another. And Nami got a free turn. Or a free action. A free turn comes later. There is the ability to get an extra turn where you can move and act. With these low-level dice, though, it's sometimes just a matter of one extra point. Unless it's actually going to kill them, sometimes I just don't even go for it. But combined with Nami being able to have hit both of the front guards and having two members of my team in reserve to still act, I should be able to take them both out in, before it goes to the enemy turn. And with the quick draw move, Pester can hit both of these guys and take them both out at the same time. No marble bathtub for you, buddy. No pleasure chambers for your partner. Which is a kind way of saying the hoe house. And now Bryce gets to do some damage. Like I said, with these low-level dice, it's a matter of like one extra hit point, but sometimes that still can make a difference. Because hopefully, I don't remember if I get the counterattack. I am gonna get a counterattack, but I don't think it's gonna be enough to take this guy down. See, he still has 2 HP left. And I use Bryce to take this guy down because I try to keep them level. As the game goes on, you'll see that people stay within a certain range, but they do not stay at the same level because some people just get more action than others, and they gain a lot more XP than others. And right now, Bryce's curse cards are not as useful as they normally are, is what I'm used to from having played through the game. See, now these two had just shut up and kept moving, we might have made it out of here. See, Bryce is nervous already. Too late now. So this is more like what you would see in the rest of the game. Mismatches. It's 4-on-3, and even this is fair compared to what the game does later on. Pester is usually the weakest character, so for him to take somebody out in one hit like that is not normal. I couldn't hit anybody, so even though she wasn't that poor off, I decided to give Nami the heal because it still gets her experience. I had a crappy counter attack this time, but this guy had a crappy hit, so it's not so bad. What I hadn't noticed is that there were 4 guys. I thought there were 3. Because that one gunner who just shot Nami, he's like standing in the shadows, and I did not see him at first. So it was kind of good that I healed. And this is another instance of making sure that you stay aware of what your cards do, because right here I used Ruiner on this guard. Fortunately, I got an extra attack card, but if I hadn't, none of the Heartless Cruelty cards at this level, they don't do any damage. They can help prevent the guards from doing as much damage, but they don't actually hurt them. Later on, they will. And she gets an extra move, but it's not doing much for her right now. And constantly picking Will to Live is not doing much for me either. Same thing with Pester. All he has are heals right now. If the gunner had actually decided to attack Nami, that would have been it for her. Which would have been bad for me because there's a trophy I'm trying to go for, which is kind of difficult to get. You have to finish the whole game without anybody dying. So he gets the backstab, but this guy's still alive. But this is where, you know, thinking ahead a little bit comes in handy. I'm going to put Nami right in front of him and put her back to the wall so she can't get backstabbed, and it'll force him to attack at least one of them. And even if he has an attack that'll hit both of them, at least one of them will get a counter attack on him. So Risky Strike is an attack that it can potentially pierce armor and do much more damage than normal. But again, it depends on the number of stars you roll with your dice. Bryce is out of range, so I'm just trying to move her to a place where she, if the next round is necessary, where she can do some damage. Let's see, with the counterattack, this soldier is gone. He doesn't want to die in this place, but he doesn't have too much choice either. The gunner was smart. He moved away so that he can't be counterattacked. Once again, I'm letting Bryce get the kill to get her experience up. That's definitely going to get the kill. Her next action should be a level up as well. That is Bryce's affectionate nickname for Pester, and she will call him that throughout the game. So that's it for this mission. Mission 4 is going to introduce a new victory condition, and I'll see you in that video, guys. Thanks for watching. Everybody have a nice day.